name is Jeff Williams and I am with Bay Area Floor Machine, and I'm here to go over the Tomcat GTX and the Tomcat Pro. Both of these machines are a 36-volt ride-on scrubber. The main difference is going to be the size of the two. On the left we have the GTX and on the right we have the Pro. Both machines are 36 volt. The Pro can, with the right battery pack, can last up to 4 hours of runtime. The GTX can get up to 7 hours with the correct battery pack. So you're definitely going to go a lot longer. Another limiting factor between the two would be the solution and recovery tank. As you can see, the GTX has a larger recovery tank at 35 gallons, whereas the Pro has a smaller 23 gallon. Solution tank on the Pro is going to be a 22 gallon and the GTX is going to have a 35 gallon. While there's differences in the use cases for both these machines, GTX is for definitely larger areas, whereas the Pro would be considered a micro rider scrubber. It's great for areas where you have restrictions as far as racking, or if you're trying to get into small rooms, restrooms. That's where the Pro really excels. You're not going to get huge warehouse spaces cleaned quickly. The max size you can get on the Tomcat Pro is a 28-inch. Whereas on the GTX you can get up to 34 inches. So definitely a big size difference between the two. As far as physical size, they have roughly the same width. However, the height is slightly different. You can see here on the Pro, you're going to be sitting slightly lower than on the GTX. Both machines offer the 3 different scrub deck options. Here on the GTX, we have a cylindrical, and on the Pro we have the traditional disc setup. This is a 26-inch disc. This is a 27-inch cylindrical over here on the GTX. Both machines have roughly the same design as far as access to major components. You have 2 latches that secure the recovery tank, and handle on the back here, and it gives you access to solution tank filling. Both have a basket and a little faucet adapter for a quick and easy filling. Flap to cover, prevent any debris from falling inside. Go ahead and close this back up. Give you a nice handle on the back here. Both machines use a recovery tank basket here to protect debris from going into the recovery tank. How that works is this basket has this hole in the side where all the debris coming up from the squeegee down here is going up. It's going from the squeegee, which isn't on right now, up to the tank and through this little port inside here into the basket. That allows you to collect the debris, remove the basket, and rinse it out, clean it, and get back to work. Especially with the cylindrical, it helps with you know, you have the hopper on the cylindrical, however, debris still can get past and get up and through your hose, and it prevents your drain hose from getting clogged, damaged. So both machines use that waste tank basket. Here's your float ball. Both machines are going to have a similar float ball right here. They use oversized. Tomcat does a really good job of using more than they need. They go above and beyond compared to most other manufacturers who kind of just use the bare minimum to save you on cost, whereas Tomcat wants to see the machines last over the long run and see their customers be able to use the machine with the least amount of issues. You can see both machines have this option for the spray gun for some off-board cleaning. If you're driving, riding around, you can have your pump on for your spray gun, and you can hit trouble areas with a little extra solution, let it dwell a little longer, break it up, and then come over and hit it with the scrubber and pick it up. You see both machines have it. The GTX here has an onboard charger which is integrated into this bumper. Here's the cord for that. Whereas the Pro that we have here right now has a traditional console charger or shelf charger. However, it is an option to add an onboard charger. Just like most of their machines, they will customize them basically to suit your needs. Way. Here we have access on the Pro to the battery compartment. You're able to check your water levels real easily on all cells. There, let me see. Make sure this is secured. On the GTX, you have a different way of accessing. Definitely want to make sure this is empty when you do this, but you have access to your batteries here. These are AGM batteries, sealed. They consider maintenance free. However, there is maintenance involved with AGM batteries. You still need to make sure that your terminals are all tight, secure. Poor connection will cause heat, will cause your terminal posts to melt. So AGMs are low maintenance batteries. They are not maintenance free. You still do need to check your connections. You can see here you get access to your vac motor down here. And you also can get access to your solution filter. Pro is a little more compact. You still can get access to the vac motor down there. It might take a little more effort, but you have access to it. One of the options I like on the GTX is the side brooms. When you're getting the cylindrical, it's a nice option. Helps sweep up small pieces of debris into the cleaning path, which then can be thrown into the hopper with the cylindrical deck. Hopper is right behind the brushes here, pull it out and clean it out. That's one of the important maintenance items on these machines, is you have that hopper there that you're supposed to remove after every use and empty it out. If not, it'll get really impacted and really difficult to clean out afterwards. Another option on the GTX is the seat belt switch. Right now I can go ahead and turn the machine on. If I had the key, I'll steal one of these. My strobe is going to come on, which is another option. Right now, if I sit on here and hit the gas pedal, I am unable to operate it. However, if I go ahead, take the seat belt, secure it, still can't go because there's a dead man switch. You need a body inside the seat for it to go. Theoretically, I would have the lap belt across my lap, but just for demonstration purposes, I don't. But now I'm able to drive. One of the nice little safety options for the GTX. Another option on the GTX, as well as almost all the full line for Tomcat, is the option for manager's lockouts. You can see here we have some keys that have some locks on them. You can get a manager's lockout, which basically gives you the ability to set the solution and brush pressure, pad pressure to a certain level specifically for your surface type, and remove the key. That way the operator can't go in and adjust it. If you have a sanded epoxy floor that's you don't want too much pad pressure, or you don't want the operator to use little to no water, you can go ahead and set your settings, put the key in. So right now they're unlocked, so I can go in, turn my machine on, and set my solution, and brush pressure. So what we experience a lot is operators love more pad pressure. They think the more aggressively they clean, the faster the job and better the job they will do. That's not always true and can lead to damaging your floor or surface. So the manager's lockout allows you to go in and set the pad pressure to a designated amount, your solution. So now I have them set where I want, and I'm gonna go ahead and lock them, take away the keys. Now if I go in and try to adjust the settings, I can't unless I have one of the keys, which coincidentally is the same as the main key. However, the machine needs to be powered on for you to go ahead and change the settings, so it's a non-issue. So if you ever lose your main keys, you always can steal one of your manager's lockout keys and use that to at least turn the machine on and operate. It's great.